Welcome. Today we're diving into the fundamentals of basic logic, specifically the AND, or and not operators. These concepts might sound intimidating, but they're actually quite simple and incredibly useful. They form the backbone of computer science and are also applicable in everyday reasoning and decision-making. Let's explore how these logical operators work and see how they are used. So, what exactly is Boolean logic? At its core, it's a system of logic that deals with binary values. Binary, in this context, means that something can only have one of two possible states: true or false. Think of it like a light switch, it's either on, which is true, or off, which is false. This concept is fundamental to how computers operate since they use bits, which are either 0 or 1, representing false and true, respectively. Let's begin with the AND operator. The AND operator is used to check if two conditions are both true. It will only return true if and only if both conditions that we are checking are true. Consider an example in Python code. We have a variable age set to 25 and another variable has license set to true. The condition can drive is evaluated to be age is greater than or equal to 18 and has license. Because both conditions are true, the can_drive variable is assigned true. If either age was less than 18 or has license was false, the can_drive variable would be false. To further clarify the AND operator, let's look at its truth table. A truth table is a complete listing of all possible inputs and their corresponding outputs for a logical operation. In the case of AND, we have two inputs, A and B, each of which can be true or false. If A is false and B is false, then A and B is false. If A is false and B is true, then A and B is false. If A is true and B is false, then A and B is false. Finally, if A is true and B is true, then A and B is true. As you can see, the result is only true when both A and B are true. Next, we have the OR operator. Unlike the AND operator, the OR operator returns true if at least one of the conditions being checked is true. It only returns false if both conditions are false. Let's look at a Python code example. We have a variable sunny set to false and another variable warm set to true. The condition go outside is evaluated to be sunny or warm. Because at least one of these conditions is true, the go outside variable is assigned true. If both sunny and warm were false, then go outside would be false. Let's examine the truth table for the OR operator. Again, we have two inputs, A and B, each of which can be either true or false. If A is false and B is false, then A or B is false. If A is false and B is true, then A or B is true. If A is true and B is false, then A or B is true. Finally, if A is true and B is true, then A or B is true. Notice that the result is true in every case except when both A and B are false. Finally, let's discuss the NOT operator. The NOT operator is the simplest of the three because it only acts on one input. Its purpose is to reverse the logical state of its input. If the input is true, the NOT operator returns false, and if the input is false, the NOT operator returns true. Consider this Python code. We have a variable, is raining set to true. To reverse this, we use the NOT operator to create a new variable called not raining, which is equal to not is raining. Because is raining is true, not raining will be false. Now that we have an understanding of an OR and NOT operators, let's explore some real-world applications. These logical operators aren't just theoretical concepts. They're used extensively in various fields. In programming, they're used in conditional statements, database queries, and algorithm design. For example, you might use an AND operator to check if a user has both a valid username and password before granting them access to an account. Outside of programming, Boolean logic is applicable in everyday decision-making, business logic, and problem-solving strategies. Whenever you evaluate conditions and make choices based on whether those conditions are true or false, you are applying the principles of Boolean logic. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.